first step in our weaving project is going to be, you need to get some plastic bags. It would be great to add a little bit of pattern into your piece if you can get some different colors of bags. But if you only have, like if you only shop at Kroger's and you have just Kroger bags, that is perfectly fine too. But you might be able to find that you have some different colored ones. And I want to show you how to cut them so that you are ready for your weaving. I'm going to set one of these, a couple of those aside, and we're just going to use one. Now if you see, when you push the bags from the side, there's actually this, you want to get them as smooth as possible. So you're going to flatten this portion here, and then it sits more flat. I'm going to do the same thing over here. You push your hand in, and then you flatten the bag. And if you smooth from where the end of the bag is, the bottom of the bag, and you move up, it pushes the air out and makes your bag smoother. Then you're going to fold it in half and smooth it out again. Smooth it out. And you're going to fold it one more time. And smooth it out. And then we're going to do some cutting. You are going to cut off this top part where the handles are, because we don't need those. Cut that right off. And then you're going to cut the bottom of the bag off as well, because we cannot have the seam as part of our project. So you're going to cut that across and cut those off. Then you're going to cut strips of your plastic bag that's now folded. And what that is going to be is about 1 inch thick. Sometimes in our classroom we talk about how we can measure with the knuckles of your finger. Think of it as about 1.5 of your knuckles, the knuckle lengths of your finger. And cut across. They do not have to be exactly the same size, but you want it to be roughly the same size. And set this, you're just going to end up making a pile of them. And we're going to continue cutting them until you have a pile of bag pieces. And what you're actually creating are loops of plastic bag. And I'll show you what that is here in one moment. Now that you have them all cut, what we're going to end up doing is opening them up. And now you have this loop. We do not need a full loop to do this. And you're going to take your one side of the loop and cut it. So you have a full piece of plastic. And that is going to be how we are going to weave. So 2nd grade, our weaving project that we're doing is going to be on a cup. Now you gotta, hopefully at your house you either have a paper cup or a plastic cup that you can do some cutting on. Please ask for permission to get the cup that you're going to be cutting. And you might want to have an adult to be with you to help you cut. Once you get your cup, we are going to be cutting it 7 times. So 7 slits. And you want to make them somewhat even. I got this one's going to be a little smaller, but that's okay. And you cut from the top down to the bottom. So there's that one. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I need to do one more cut on it. And this is going to become our weaving loom. It's going to be a, instead of flat, it's going to be a cup. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper bag strips, and we are going to be weaving around our cup. You are going to take this and tie it together. So you can put it together, the two ends, make a loop around your fingers, and you're going to stick the end through the loop and pull. I'm going to show you one more time. Put the ends together, you make a loop around your fingers so you have a hole, and you push through the hole and into together. Okay, now you are ready to start to weave. And obviously we'll add some more pieces as we go up the cup, but you'll tie it just the same way. You're going to take your end and place it in a slot and bring it down to the bottom of the cup where you stopped cutting. And instead of doing the pattern of over, under for our weaving, which we've done with paper before, you are actually going to be doing in and out, and in and out is going to be our pattern. So I'm out. My next slit I'm going to do in. My next slot I'm going to go out, and then back in, and then back out, and back in. I normally work so that I pull with my right hand and I move my cup with my left. And as you go, you are going to start to see the bag is going to be starting to cover up the outside of our cup. I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to come back out. And now what's happening is I'm going to see that I'm going to cover up the other part that didn't have the bag on the outside. Now we'll have it on the outside. You're just going to keep going on up your cup. So in and out, and in and out. And you will continue up your cup until you are all the way up to the top. And I will show you what to do then. In the middle, if you want to switch colors, if you have a different color of bag, like the Kroger bag is brown, you can tie that on to give a little bit of color pattern and color difference. Remember, you open that loop up, you cut it, and take the end with your end that you're weaving. You put the ends together, make a loop around your finger, your two fingers. Here's the loop. You can take the ends around and through the hole and pull. Don't pull too tight for your knots because the plastic will rip. So take it easy on your knot pulling. Go gentle. And then you'll have a different color to start weaving up the cup as well. Second grade, I hope you have enjoyed working on your weaving so far. And here is my bit of information for the week. I would like this to be that you can take some time on it. So we're going to do this week, and then next week we are going to be finishing them up. So I'd like you to set a timer for yourself, very much like you do for your math and your reading. Set a timer so that you have about, once you get to the point where you've got your cup ready to go and you've got some bags cut and you've got those different loops made, set your timer for about 15 minutes. Take some time to start weaving up your cup. Wherever you end and the timer goes off, go ahead and stop for this week. And we can, if you see me on our Zoom, we'll be talking about this. And touching in and asking if you have any questions, of course. And then what I'd like you to do is next week when we come back, I'm going to show you how to finish this all up. That will be our the last part of the project. So you'll take another probably 15 to 25 minutes that you'll get next week to finish it. So again, go ahead and get your cup cut like we did in the directions. Go ahead and get some strips made. So you've got these. And remember to cut it in one spot so you've got just a single piece of your plastic. Weave for about 15 minutes. If you'd like, I would love to see where you're at on this. So if you want to take a picture and post it to our discussion to show me where you're at, you can do that. And then we can also talk during our Zoom this week. Go ahead and when your 15 minutes is up, take your pieces that you've cut. Obviously, see, I don't have them all undone. I undo one at a time so that I don't have pieces of plastic everywhere. But you're going to take these and just sit it inside your cup so that it is ready to go the next time you come back. You can even take this, whatever you've been weaving, and tuck it into your cup and then set that aside somewhere so you can come back to it next week. I hope you guys have a great time starting to do your cup weaving. It is a fun project, and I hope you are having a good time using the plastic bags and doing some recycling with this project. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I have my inbox through Canvas that you can message me, and we can help problem solve if you've got something going on. All right, I hope you guys have a great week, and I can't wait to see you next week to finish our weaving cups.